Sue, why have you come for Creatrix? Why have you come for this particular session right now?
Because I have a constant level of sadness with me that lives in my life every day, and I've suppressed it and I've worked on myself with other modalities, and it hasn't completely gone away. It's something that I deal with rather than it's hard work.
Right, so we're doing sadness.
Yes.
Okay. And how strongly can you feel it?
10.
It's a 10? Where are you feeling it right now?
I'm feeling it predominantly in my heart.
In your heart?
Mm-hmm. It's a block.
It's a block like that, right? So it's a block like that. So it feels like a physical feeling, even though it's an emotional issue,
yes.
right? So
it's like a heavy, crushing weight.
Heavy, crushing weight. Okay.
It's sitting on my chest. It makes breathing difficult. And without constant work and other modalities, it pops up. It still pops up regularly, but it has become bearable through virtue of willpower.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
What happens if you keep this?
If I keep this...
How will your life be if you keep this?
I won't live it all. I will have a piece missing. I'll be exhausted all the time. It'll be a fight every day.
Do you want to get rid of sadness?
Yes.
You're really sure? Because you can keep it if you want.
No.
Because things have not been working, but you're ready to now do whatever it takes.
Yes.
Yes? You're going to play with me full out?
Yes.
Okay. All right, good. Close your eyes. Right. Now, I want you to... And open your eyes when you come back and you're ready.
Oh, hello.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I want you to fully imagine a scenario occurring where you will feel really sad. Mm-hmm. Make it up,
yeah.
And you're at a place where you've never been with people you've never met.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just can you tell me just a little bit about it?
This is a mother who loses her 4-year-old in a drowning in the family pool.
Okay, 4-year-old drowning. In this scenario, what would you be focused on?
Breathing.
Okay, breathing. That's all you're focused on, yeah? What would you be believing?
That I couldn't go on.
What would you be caring about right in that moment? What's most important in that very moment?
I would have empty arms. I just want my child back.
And what would you be doing?
Being me, I would be very quiet, very shut down, very immobile, numb, shocked, mute.
And what would you be thinking?
My thought would be that I wouldn't be able to live.
You came up with a scenario, the worst case scenario, that where you didn't know anybody.
No.
There's a scenario that hasn't.
Yep.
Hasn't. That's right. Exactly. I want you to tell me now. Imagine now that scenario occurring. What would you be focusing on? I'm not reminding her because I'm not going to remind her. I just want her to tell me right now. If that would happen right now, what would you be focused on?
I would be focusing on moving through it, surviving it, finding a lesson from it, supporting people through it, and connecting with my child on a different plane.
Wow. What would you be believing? If that happened right now, what would you be believing?
I'd be believing that there was a reason for it and she's moved to the next dimension and she hasn't left me.
What would you be caring about?
Oh, I'd care, but I'd be caring about looking after myself and my family.
What would you be doing?
I'd be taking care of myself and my family.
What would you be thinking?
I'd be thinking that this was given to me because I needed the lesson and that was okay and that I could deal with it.
That's a bit different to a scenario we did about 20 minutes ago. I want you to even close your eyes when you felt sadness at its worst. I want you to try really hard to feel that feeling where you felt there was this big 6-inch brick where sitting across your chest. You said it was a heavy, crushing weight sitting on your chest that makes breathing difficult.
I can see the scene, but I can't feel the charge from it.
So you rated it as a 10 out of 10. That's, you said sadness was a 10 out of 10. Now, how much can you give me a number and rate the intensity that you could have? You could have 10 out of 10 on a memory just before feeling a physical state. How much can you feel that physical sadness state now?
No, I sort of feel hollow, like somebody's nicked my brick.
Somebody's nicked a brick.
That's a good thing.
So
the interesting thing is it's not like brainwashing, because I can still see everything. It's not like it's gone. It just...
The memory's not gone, is it?
No, it's not like I suddenly don't know who I am. It's... yeah, it's just gone off into the ether, and now it's like I can see it, but it doesn't really affect me.
That's right. Can you understand that we've actually caused something physical to happen in a body? If a cell can feel the weight of a brick, and we're not talking about one cell, how many cells sit within 6-inch square is a lot of cells in a body. And if cells, one of the jobs of cells is to communicate to all cells in the entire body as one system. So that would have been doing a lot of damage to that body, wouldn't it? Daily. How long since you felt joy? Was it 25 to 30 years? That's ridiculous.
On a daily basis. I mean,
on a daily basis of feeling joy. Yeah? Okay. So of course we can't go forward in time and see what Sue's life's like without sadness, except we will. We will check on you, Sue, intermittently, maybe over the next even few months and years or whatever on this issue. So that trigger doesn't affect you.
No.
So all of those epiphanies or learnings or pennies dropping, whatever you want to call those things, they are actually now in readily installed resources for when you get into the triggers.
I don't have to remember them though. Am I supposed
to? You don't have to. No, you're not meant to remember them. Why do you think I do it this way? Because we've tried, haven't we tried affirmations and all that stuff? Yeah. How did that work? Trying to remember everything. No. Come on, we know. That's why this process does it automatically, installs the resources, changes your focus, changes your belief, changes your thoughts, changes your reactions. So did we change her in a real way then? If this is how, honestly, right now, she would focus, believe, can you see how the resources got installed now? Girls, can you see that this is real? Because one way of behaving, see, behaviour is the most superficial level of what we do. Our behaviour is, but because Creatrix is beyond values and beliefs, it's so deep we're working that it ripples out and changes the behaviour, because we work at the deepest level that there is. We went to where this originated. And she had a new perception, and she grew emotionally so intelligent in that short space of time. She cannot do the old way. She can't do it. She'd have to dumb herself down. She'd have to pretend that she's not this person. She'd have to pretend that she doesn't know better. The only way to be the old way would have to be to dumb yourself down, not listen to your gut, and not be automated. You would not be automated.
There's an insight as well that's come with it, that it's a choice. You can choose your state.
Well, most people wouldn't think that on a scenario that tragic, would you? No. But this has come from within. She has not been manipulated in any way. This is her knowledge. The reason this works is because no one is trying to tell her anything. That's why it works. All Creatrix is an extraction process for a person to get all of their resources, to change all of their perception from the root cause. Do you understand? Gosh. So how long have you had that? 25 to 30 years?
Yep.
How do you feel? Like, how do you feel?
I feel a bit empty.
Yeah?
That's what I mean. I think the insight is it's not just for me about sadness either.
No.
We get to choose our state in whatever our issue is.
She's a much wiser woman. In 20 minutes, you are your own guru. And this is the problem on the planet. Everyone else is trying to change everyone else. We've got to allow people to change themselves, but we've always just needed the framework. Can you see how fast Creatrix is? If this is a client, she didn't pay me for a long time. She's tried everything that was slow. She's tried sympathy and meditative processes. This is not meditation. Use meditation for relaxation and to play in later. But Creatrix is the opposite of meditation. I had to move her mind so fast there was no time for distraction. No time for anything except to follow my lead. When they pay you as a client, they pay you for their best outcome. And because I promise an outcome, makes me go fast.